Excellent. Welcome, everybody. Really excited for this webinar on the value of InflowCX as your managed service provider. We've also got another upcoming webinar this month. Can't believe it's already the end of July, basically, but in a couple of days, we're doing a fireside chat on exploring the future of contact centers in ChatGPT. So get registered for that one if it's interesting to you. Today, what we're going to go through is the value of Inflow as your managed service provider. I've got Tommy Mullins, our VP of Operations and Service Delivery, as well as Jason Miles, our Manager of Managed Services, on here to help me out and speak to our services. Before we dive too deeply into that, I'm just going to touch on who Inflow is in case you don't know who we are or haven't met us, this is your first interaction with us. Also talk about some of our industry accolades and standing, 3 to 5 minutes at the top, and then I'll pass it over to Tommy and Jason to talk about the optimization as well as the managed services overview for our contact center and unified communications technology. InflowCX really helps organizations evaluate, deploy, and optimize contact center and unified communications technology. We help customers by providing a vendor-neutral approach to any type of CX tech evaluation or people and process. So those would be things like, BPO or labor strategy discussion or operational effectiveness, right? Maybe I run a contact center. I don't know if technology is my challenge or my biggest problem. I know there's some things operationally I probably need to get evaluated and changed. We can help there. So we're not just a technology, evaluation company. We really help customers make data-driven decisions based on, ROI and TCO modeling as well as business case. So we take a look at your unique business requirements and your unique situation and help you analyze that data and make a decision that's best for your business. Our expertise spans on everything from, core CCaaS, ACD, IVR, as well as, new things in the market, or newer things, I should say, like AI, customer experience, unified communications, workforce optimizations, BPO, automation, analytics, all types of other key engagement technologies. We also provide a really high-touch implementation and managed services, which I know Tommy and Jason will hit on today. Some of our customers are, some of the best in the world. The whole, purpose of this slide is that we know what we're good at, right? We know unified communications, we know contact center, and we know customer experience. And because of that, we're able to partner with businesses of all size and across all different verticals and apply those lessons and knowledge that we learn with companies to help similar ones. So whether you're a technology firm or a BPO or a finance and insurance company, we've probably got a customer with similar use cases to you that's doing great things and can help you, do similar. This is just a sampling of some of our technology partners. We partner with industry-leading tech innovators, and we're constantly out there evaluating new technologies to address, what your needs are as an organization. If you think back, 5-10 years ago, if you've been in the industry for that long, this slide wouldn't exist, right? There was maybe only a couple of players over here on the CCaaS side, maybe a few on the UCaaS side. The space has exploded, and keeping up with it on top of running an IT operation or running a contact center or running a customer service team is just nearly impossible, right? We act as a guide to help you navigate this really complex and crazy space. So you're not having to figure out, which AI company is the real, AI company for you and your business. Some of our accolades and standings here, with some of the industry leaders, we've got great recognition. And if nothing else, just validation of our position in the market. With Five9, a leading contact center provider, we're a transformational partner of the year. We're a certified implementation partner. Same on Genesys' side, we're a gold partner. We're actually the cloud partner of the year this year, a top growth partner last year, have done over 150 installs. On NiceCX1, we're a micro SI partner, a platinum certified implementation partner, which is the highest level you can get. I've done over 200 deployments. On the Zoom side, we're actually we were the very first certified CCaaS implementation partner, as well as one of only 4 companies in the entire world outside of Zoom that can deploy their CCaaS solution. And actually, we're the only company that offers Zoom contact center managed services, which is, nod to Tommy and his team. Lastly, RingCentral, we're a diamond partner there, highest level you can get, certified implementation partner, and a top 15 partner globally last year. without further ado, it's enough about InflowCX and our awards and accolades. I'll pass it over to Tommy and Jason to speak to our managed services around contact center and unified communications.
Austin, thank you so much. Good morning for you folks, or afternoon, depending on where you're at. We're so thankful for you guys to be joining us, and we're really excited to be talking about our new managed servicing offering. What you see here is really our methodology to success for our customers are really on 3 pillars, which is, Austin talked about it a little bit, from taking a vendor neutral approach on evaluating solutions, and then obviously our expertise on deploying those solutions. But what we want to focus on today is just how to optimize your contact center or your unified communications and lean into InflowCX on how to handle those types of things. Oops. Sorry. So let's just spend a few minutes here talking about the managed services program. We are almost 8 months into our new program. We just launched this the beginning of this year. And about this time last year, we sat down and we identified we have to be able to provide additional value to our customers. And traditional managed services really is just break fix. We're there, and we're kind of considered a middleman between us and the manufacturer. And as contact center and unified communications technology has grown, you need a leader in the industry to be able to leverage a lot of that work, and for you to lean into somebody like InflowCX. And so really, we want you to consider ourselves an extension of your team. We're not just another partner. We're actually just a part of your team. It really is going to allow you to get the most out of your investment on what you're looking at. So we consider this in 3 different pillars for our new managed servicing offering. We have administration, insights, and value adds. And so let's talk a little bit about administration for a second. The administration is going to allow you guys to reduce overhead costs. It's going to allow you to look into InflowCX and say, I need more than just break fix. And we've identified that. And one of the things that we're so excited about administration is now you're able to get unlimited moves, adds, and changes up to an hour. So in the event that you're onboarding new employees, offboarding employees, because there's a lot of turnover that's happening right now, you can lean into Inflow to be able to handle that for you, so that you are reducing those overhead costs for your internal IT department or whoever's administrating your system. But our goal is to make sure that your organization and ultimately your customers are being supported in a quick manner. Insights, and I'll cover a lot of this in a little bit detail in the next couple of slides, but insights is where we've really figured out this is where we shine. This is a lot from what we've learned from implementation and what customers are expecting, but now we're overlaying it into our managed services so that you're getting that ongoing value from the managed services team. So we're going to read out a bunch of different reports that can help you. It allows you to have a couple of different assessments within your contact center and your technology. And we're finding that our customers are gaining a tremendous amount of value in what this happens. These insights are shared with you either on a quarterly or annual basis, depending on the reports, which we'll get to in a second. But then that's going to be hand delivered by our customer success team to talk to you about how your growth strategy, what's your technology roadmap look like, how can we continue to enhance your system, and then just make sure that you're getting the most in value out of that system. What are the KPIs that your supervisors and your agents are actually working on? And then leaning into somebody like us who are experts is telling you, I would maybe make a couple changes here. This is what you're doing operationally. How can we get the most out of this? So it's not just a one-time acquisition and you're only calling in to move a couple things. This is really providing a lot of insight into not only your business, but how Inflow is handling your business. We'll talk about that in a little bit. And then lastly is what we call our value adds. So this is just kind of icing on the cake here, is what else can we do that provides one step further into a managed services program that you're going to be able to really feel that you're getting the full access into what we're providing. So again, those 3 key benefits is allowing you to reduce your overhead costs. We know that everyone's being mindful of what's going on right now in today's market. Boosting your efficiency so that you can be able to lean into what we can do at Inflow here. And then allows you to not have to worry about that. It allows you to scale your operations and what you have going on, not only in your contact center, but maybe other departments within your company. So let's take a look a little bit more into what the program entails. This is a great breakdown here. So we have 3 different offerings for contact center managed services. Right now, we're offering this for Genesys Cloud CX, Five9, NICE CX1, and Zoom Contact Center. So we have three different offerings. We have standard, premium, and elite. So let's just talk through some of the administration. So as soon as you come on board, let's just say that you're going to come over to us, brand new. You already have an existing contact center. We're going to do a technical onboarding, and we also provide you free admin, supervisor, and agent training. You may have had a bad experience, or maybe you had a great experience, but it allows us to have a good understanding of your system. So when you do call in or go to our web portal, our team knows exactly what's going on in your system. We don't want anybody on our team picking up the phone and saying, I've never heard of you. We want to make sure that it's a very white glove experience from that. We obviously have dedicated support. We're 5 a.m. to 5 p.m. Pacific time, and we're also open available for emergency after hours. So in theory, we are 24/7, but those are for emergencies. Incident response management is something that we've added there. I will tell you that not only Austin and some of the sales team, but Jason and myself have aligned ourselves operationally with a lot of these manufacturers. In the event that tickets are kind of going back and forth and escalations are happening, it allows myself or someone like Jason to be able to write a quick email to people that we've aligned with operationally and say, how can we get some movement on this ticket? Now, if you were just going direct, I don't think you're going to be able to get that experience or be able to reach people at our level of operations. But I will tell you that when Jason or myself or even Austin and his sales team have to get involved in something like that, they know that if Inflow is reaching out and asking for an update on this, it must be serious, right? Because our team does a very good job triaging tickets and digging into things that need to be happening, making tweaks to your system. So if we are having to open a ticket, don't want to be considered a middleman. We're doing a little bit more than that. Again, what we talked about, that our thing that we're most excited about is our unlimited moves, adds, and changes. And you'll notice that that's standard across the board, no matter what platform that you decide to choose. So standard, premium, and elite, you are still going to get those unlimited moves, adds, and changes. To me, I think that that's a huge and tremendous value. But the one thing that I will call out, and we're only offering this for our elite customers, is our sign primary point of contact. And what that means is once you come in and get technically onboarded, you identify your contacts who will be calling us in. We take down their phone number and we route those calls specifically to somebody's on Jason's team so that you start getting a very good rapport with that agent on our team. And they also have a good understanding of your system. Now, folks go on PTO, people go on vacation, some folks are sick. And so it might not be every single time, but I will tell you that that is the way that we're routing it, is so you get an assigned primary point of contact. I want to dig in really quick into insights. We get a couple different things here. Your performance and system report. This would happen not only quarterly, but then annually with your CSM. Let's just talk about a couple things that you're going to be getting out of that performance and system report. So this isn't just how you guys are doing. It's a little bit about how Inflow is doing as well. So we're going to be talking about some of your cases, that your average time to case resolution, which we think is fantastic. We talk about all of your manufacturer escalations, if any. Total cases that have been open, and we break those down between phone calls calling into us or cases that are open in the web portal. We also identify your top 3 case closure categories. And why we think that that's important is we want to see improvement of your system and your team operationally quarter by quarter. So those top 3 case closures are really important. Maybe you had a couple things that our case closure was customer education. Well, maybe we see customer education dying down the following quarter. That means what we're doing is we're not just solving your problem, but we're educating you on how you're using your technology. Our average speed of answer, we just want to be able to look ourselves in the mirror and saying that we're providing you with the best support possible. So we are not afraid to talk about our average speed of answer. We also want to talk about how many moves, adds, and changes you've done. Again, that's free across the board. But we also want to make sure that you're taking advantage of that. Maybe one quarter you haven't done any. We want to make sure that our CSM's talking to you and saying, hey guys, hope you remember, you can call us in and do a lot of these adds and changes, right? We also want to identify our longest case and our shortest cases on a quarterly basis so we can see where we were doing really well. And then we also want to provide back our CSAT to you guys, letting you know how we're answering how we're answering and solving your cases. This is a little bit of a humble brag, but we're at 42 consecutive weeks of 100% CSAT, industry standard 72%. And when I say 100%, I think that that's pretty mind-boggling when you consider that the little over 4,500 cases that we've had for our customers in the last 42 weeks without a negative comment. The reason why we think that that's so important is because when you're calling in for a problem, you're not calling in just to say thank you. You're calling in because there's been a problem. You're calling in because you're frustrated. Maybe you've tried to fix this yourself, right? But when you're calling us frustrated and we still resolve it, and we've had 42 consecutive weeks of solving that at 100%, we're really, really proud of that. Let's talk a little bit about new feature summary. This happens on a quarterly basis. As you know, as technology changes, some features are being released every single week, some are every month, and some are large on a quarterly basis. But what our team does is we look at all of the features that have come out in the last week, month, and quarter, and we share that back with your CSM and say, these are the features that I think that this customer needs to be taking advantage of. Maybe you guys weren't working on outbound campaigns before. Maybe you guys weren't offering callbacks. I know that that doesn't sound like a new feature, but we really want to make sure that you're getting the most out of your system, and we're driving that so that you guys don't have to feel like you're reading the feature release and notes every single week. We're going to do that lift for you. We also do a contact center checkup annually. That's handled by our consulting team. So what they do is they do a very large, broad approach on your contact center and making sure that it's running at tip-top shape. How's it working for you? What's going on with your system? Is there anything that has changed for your system operationally that's affecting the way that you guys are doing things? That's our readout back to you. We also do a technology configuration assessment. So maybe we deployed your system, maybe someone else deployed your system, but on an annual basis, we want to make sure that we're going back under there, taking a peek under the hood, and making sure that everything's working the way that it needs to. Maybe there's some changes. You had an administrator that was previously there that left a lot of mess. We want to keep things clean. We're going to go in there and evaluate that on an annual basis and give you a readout on the changes that we think that we should be making for you. And then the last is our KPI review. And I know that that sounds not like a big deal, but there's a lot of people out there that don't know every in and out of their contact center system, and KPIs are extremely important. So for us, we're looking at total licenses, total users, user utilization audit, DID utilization. Are you overstacked with DIDs? Are you overstacked with your licensing? How can we help you identify and save cost on that? What campaigns are you running? Are your holiday settings set up correctly? I will tell you that Jason and his team get bombarded around Thanksgiving and Christmas and New Year's because your holiday settings are ready to go. We want to make sure that these things are prepped and ready to go for you as you're running out through your business. And then last here is our value adds. This was something that we think is extremely important. So you're obviously going to get assigned a customer success manager. That customer success manager is also associated with a lead on Jason's team. So they have a very good rapport of what's going on with your system. And so that CSM is being handed a lot of information that's valuable to you guys. Obviously, we got another webinar that we're on right now, but you're going to get access to monthly live training and admin webinars so that you can take advantage of your system. We also have full access to our knowledge portal. So you can go into our portal and search for things self-service, right? Go in there and look and find articles that might need to help you. But if you can't find what you're looking for there, obviously submit a case, call into us. We're willing to take care of you. We also have professional voice talent. To me, I think that this is extremely important. We've partnered with a company to provide this professional voice talent that can do multiple languages, different tones. And so for us, we want a very unified voice across your system. To me, it's brand marketing. It's brand integrity so that you guys are having the same voice throughout your entire system. It's really important. You'll notice that that's standard across standard, premium, and elite for all of our offerings on that. We also offer a trial on conversational analytics for up to 1,800 minutes. And so I know that seems like a short period of time. It goes pretty quick, but I will tell you that there's extreme value in conversational analytics and what those insights can bring back to your business. Custom music on hold. Maybe you need to put something in a queue, or if you're putting your customer on hold that you want to put some marketing and branding out there, this is also available to you at our premium and elite packages. And then last but not least down there, our discount on pro services. If you are our premium, you get 10%. To me, I think it's a huge advantage if you sign up for elite because you get 25%. And those pro services could be a part of our technical account team. I know that that's not what it is today. I could talk about another hour about our technical account team, but that's another thing that we add for value, that when you do purchase some professional services hours, you're getting a large discount on that. All right. Now, that was on the contact center side. On the UC side, we've kind of slimmed it down. We have one offering, one flavor there, and that's premium. And these are the features that you're going to get in there. So you might have a Zoom and a Zoom contact center. You're going to be paying for two different offerings there, and we're going to be handling it the same, right? So you still get unlimited moves, adds, and changes. You're still going to get readouts on your performance and system report. But if you have contact center too, you're obviously going to get a whole lot more. But just Zoom and Ring Central, we feel that this is still a tremendous value to what we're providing for our UC customers. So we would love to just take a moment here and ask if there's any questions, dig into any of the topics, maybe answer any questions in regards to the packaging and what that looks like. But we just appreciate your time today, you guys, and we're really excited about this new offering. Our customers are loving it. We've had tremendous feedback back to Jason's team on what a tremendous value that they've been receiving. So thank you again for today.
Awesome. Yeah, if there are no questions, yeah, I second Tommy's sentiment. Thank you all for attending and joining. And if you do have any questions or want to talk about how Inflow could help your contact center or your unified communication strategy, please give us a contact, either our website or contact@inflowcx.com if you want to send a direct email.